Hi there, it's Leanne from Scary Movie Sunday. I am a bit late today, it's about 9 o'clock, but to be fair I was out until like 1 o'clock last night. We went to see Fleetwood Mac, they were awesome. So today's movie is a bit of a different sort of, it's still a horror thriller film, but I think it's more of a psychological thriller than anything else. And it's called The Stepfather. The little read up on it is: a series of mysterious events makes a teenager suspect that his mother's new boyfriend may be a dangerous serial killer known for preying on families. Ooh. So yeah, I thought I'd go for something a bit less, you know, ghosty, and something a bit more psychological this week. Do you know, they've been so quiet for the past like hour. Just, by the way, do you like the new hair? It's awesome. I had like a 3-year-old child walk past and she said to her mum, she just kind of went, "Mummy, is she a mermaid?" And I was just like, oh my god, I'm so a mermaid. If I could be anything, I would want to be a mermaid. But yeah, so let me know what you think. I think it's delightful. Yes. Right then, so I'm going to watch this film. Netflix has given it a 3 out of 5. Which is not bad, I guess. So I shall see you shortly. Bye. Hello, me again. It did take me 2 attempts to watch this film. I may have fell asleep for an hour or so in between. But I did have a late night, as specified earlier, and my bedtime's normally like 10 o'clock. So, yeah, I had a late night. Anyway, so I watched The Stepfather, and the little rundown is: a series of mysterious events makes a teenager suspect that his mother's new boyfriend may be a dangerous serial killer known for preying on families. Now, I didn't really know what to expect from this film. I suppose it didn't really go as I thought it would, but that's a good thing in this case, I think. So, basically, the opening scene is a man who is completely changing his appearance. He dyes his hair a different colour. He changes his eye colour using contact lenses, which, thinking on it, I'll come to what I was thinking on later on. But anyway, and he shaves off his beard. And then he kind of gets his suitcases and buggers off. It's Christmas time and his family are all just strewn about the house dead, which is joyous. So anyway, he then meets a new family, which is the family that is included in this film. But the thing that I was thinking about is, if somebody was wearing coloured contact lenses, surely they'd have to like buy more of them. And also, there's going to be a point when you're going to forget to put them in, or there's going to be something wrong with your eyes or whatever. And surely, if I had coloured contact lenses in and I was living with somebody, they would know that my eye colour was not, in fact, the colour that they thought it was. But anyway, that's just me. Okay, so you know, I said that the dead family was strewn about the house. My note was, oh dear, there seems to be a few festive corpses. So that was nice. So we then get the stepfather, the titular character. He meets this new family and things start going great. And then this wayward son, the song just, you know, just came to mind, but I won't sing it. Yeah, this wayward son comes home from military school, sorry, not camp. And he's a bit suspicious of this new guy, but you kind of think, oh, well, his mum's recently divorced, and, you know, maybe he's sort of a bit sore about the whole thing, and, you know, the way that you would expect someone who's sort of 17, 18 to be. The stepdad is really sort of suave and charming and can never put a foot wrong, so it's difficult to see how they're going to bring in the mean streak, but they do. Basically, the youngest child does something that annoys his mom, and then this stepdad, he kind of like grabs him by the neck and really frightens him, and that's when you kind of think, okay, this is going to start now. The word family is mentioned in this film God knows how many times, but way too much. So I think if you do decide to watch this film, watch it with a bunch of friends, get some shot glasses and some vodka or sours or whatever it is you want to drink in shots, and every time the word family is mentioned, take a drink. You will be absolutely hammered by the end of this film. It must be mentioned at least 50 times. To be fair, if you can make it to the end of the film playing the family drinking game, my hat is, bowed to you. You'll probably end up in A&E, so don't do that. Okay, so I've put, if this was a normal situation, like in real life, a new man has come in, a child has come back from wherever they were, you're going to expect a bit of animosity there. It's a new man in the house, and things are all changing. So you can kind of see why the mom is not ignoring her son's pleas, but she's like, oh, try and get on with him kind of thing. It'll be fine and all of this. And it's just, that's what makes it even stranger, that this scenario could really happen. Maybe not the whole contact lens thing, because that just wouldn't happen. But anyway, I'm trying not to give away the end, because it's sort of the last half an hour is where the action happens, let's just say. So if you want to just watch maybe from 20 minutes in on, then you'll waste all the bit at the beginning that's sort of just time dragging on. I mean, to be fair, that's probably why I found it so easily to just fall asleep halfway through this film. For the UK fans, the guy who plays Michael, the older son who thinks that his dad, well, stepdad, as he points out, is a serial killer, I was thinking to myself, you look really, really familiar, and then it hit me. He looks like Tom Daly, and I'll just put in a picture here to show you the difference. It's like they're the same person, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. By the way, for all y'all who don't know who Tom Daly is, he's like an Olympic high diver over here. He's a lovely guy, and yeah, check him out. But yeah, and then as soon as I made that comparison, all I could see was Tom Daly, and the character Michael, he's into his swimming and things, and I was just like, oh, this is just, I've ruined this for myself now. I've put, oh no, cancelling of subscription, and the stepdad, who sort of, he changes his story because he forgets what his lies are, so note to self, do not lie, because you'll forget what your story is, especially if you're a scatterbrain like me. And what he does is he phones up because like in America they do the thing where they throw the newspaper at the house, well, not at the house, but on the driveway. I can hear you laughing at me. Mr. Scary Movie Sunday is eating his breakfast really quietly, so he's not, getting involved. So yeah, he cancels the subscription of that before he starts murdering everybody, which is, nice and organised, I guess. And then towards the end, things kick off and he starts going on a bit of a rampage, and I actually thought that part of the film was really good. I thought it was done really well. It was different, and it really got your heart pumping. It was really sort of tense, and it was really good. However, the ending annoyed me. I mean, I can see what they were trying to do, but it was unrealistic, because I can't really tell you, but basically adrenaline must be a powerful thing, because I really can't tell you, because it'll just ruin the end. But anyway, so I think for this film, maybe I'd probably give it 5.5 out of 10, because it did take a long time to get going. I mean, it's an hour and 41 minutes long, and things started getting good half an hour from the end, so that's an hour and 10 minutes of when something's going to happen that's interesting. So, you know, that is a bit of a drag. The ending of the film kind of makes up a little bit for the rest of it, which is why it's getting a 5.5 and not like a 4. I mean, it's worth a watch. It's not a bad film, but, you know, I wouldn't watch it again, put it that way. Just to let you know, Netflix gives it a 3 out of 5, and IMDb gives it a 5.5 out of 10. Oh, they did the same with me. But yeah, it's 2009, it's a 15. I've been looking at this film for quite a while to watch, and I thought, to be fair, I did think it was going to be rubbish, which is why it took me so long to watch it, but it was better than anticipated, but it could have been better. That's going to be my view on it. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this review, and I shall see you next week. Bye bye.